All right, folks, hope you are all doing well. I wanted to record this video for a little while, and it's been one that I've put off, but I just want to bring you up to date on kind of where everything is at with Apex. And we had huge growth over the past couple of months, and that has meant these videos have just not been as frequent as I would have liked. But yet, I want to bring you up to date and kind of just show you and share with you, everything that's going on in Apex as we grow the company and the brand. So for the past month, unfortunately, our sales have been such that we have been out of stock of our core products in many markets. Legend glasses, gone. Legend goggles, photochromic, gone. What else? We had issues in the US with stock, with barcodes. It just was a bit of a mess, right? But again, these are kind of growth pains that we're getting as the company kind of just moves up a level, right? But I have a whiteboard over here and it has everything that's on my mind at the moment, and I wanted to share with you what that is, because just to give you an idea of what's actually going on here, right? So the first thing is, see it over here, retail. So we have actually had some success in retail over the past month. Not a whole pile, because we haven't had a whole pile of stock to be able to divert to it, although we do now have stock that's specifically for retail. And our products are live in Scotland for retail customers in a number of stores. So that is there now, and people are able to go in and buy. And we had to build a retail program. So basically, our retail partners can come on to the website, log into a portal, and then from there, they can select what they want. Their discounts are automatically applied, and they can check out. And that order is shipped from separate retail stock, so it doesn't mix with the stock we're sending directly out to consumers. So that is kind of built. We're going to do a soft start on that, maybe 10 stores, something like that. But from what I'm seeing, customers are buying them. I can see I have one particular store, two stores that I know they're just selling. So to us, that's a really good growth channel, and it kind of differentiates it or kind of protects us from being completely Meta or Google or any of these other platforms centric in terms of traffic. These are completely independent. So we have that, we're growing that. It's going to be a sort of a slow start, but I think it will eventually grow to quite a sizable part of the business. But there's a lot to learn there. It's not an area I'm too versed in. Email marketing. Email is something that we really want to work on over the next couple of months and build into the business. We are looking at doing email in I want our emails to be genuine. I don't want them to be AI written. And the way I look at it is Mondays, we send out an email. I think that's going to be image based. Wednesdays, we send out an email that talks about one of our customers and the journey they're on. So we call our customers legends. So the email will talk about, why they bought the product. Well, it's not even necessarily about the products, but the journey they're on, as I said, and how the product complements that. And that's kind of just like a story. So people can look forward to that. And then Friday, it's going to be more about the business and the brand as we grow, and cool things are happening there. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, those emails, maybe someone likes the Wednesday email, or maybe someone likes the Friday email, maybe someone likes them all, but they can look at them. And the idea is that, Apex is always at the center of their mind when they come to buy eyewear for their sports. One interesting thing is that people are buying our products for so many random sports now. It's not, we set out just to build a mountain bike goggle, and now we're selling, glasses that people are, one customer in Spain is using them for paragliding, and he's in the Dolmens, maybe? I'm not sure is that right, but anyways, paragliding all day. He loves them. So that's a whole new market for us. And we have people using them running. I do. We have people using them for motocross, people using them for obviously for cycling, people using them for obviously mountain biking, so many different sports. The goggles have been used for skiing, and that's something that we're going to touch on later in the year, probably more so, but it's just amazing, just amazing. And paid ads, obviously something that we're growing a lot now. We're focusing on, and we have invested quite heavily in, I suppose, our education for paid ads. So we're kind of figuring out what we need to do to scale, ideally profitably. I shared some previous videos about the different things we were learning there. So that is going well, but we've had to kind of ease it back this month because we've been out of stock. And once you start, again, it's proved our point, once you start turning off certain ads because things are out of stock, it starts affecting other ads, and suddenly the whole account kind of dies. So when we're back in stock, and we'll never run out of stock again, well, never say never, but we intend to not run out of stock again, and we can start scaling them back up and kind of reactivate them. And actually that brings me on. We've actually put in place a lot of different systems. So like originally when we ordered product, like we designed the product, we order it, there was a nice simple flow to it, and like there was one order coming in. Whereas now, like there's multiple orders ongoing at any given time, and it's very hard to keep track. Like, even I forgot about an order of 300 units. I just like completely slipped my mind. So we actually have a guy, Fayed. I've worked with him a lot over the past number of years, and he is going to be handling like inventory in terms of like, okay, this is running low now, we need to order it now, it's going to be in 8 weeks, this is like compliance, the barcode, all that kind of stuff. So basically it just ensures we never run out of stock, because we ran out of stock when we first launched, and that was okay, right? But it wasn't ideal, but it was okay. We ran out of stock sometime towards the end of last year, a little bit for a week, wasn't good. We ran out of stock a month ago, not good at all, and so annoying. But there was nothing we could do about it. Well, it probably was, but like we just sold so much stock in such a short space of time that we weren't expecting it. So that is it's a good complaint. We've grown so much, but it's bad to be out of stock. So ideally our systems now should prevent that from happening, that we know if we're on a certain run rate, we need to get stock in, and we should always be ahead of ourselves in stock. So we are doing that. Even just one thing, I'll give you an example. We prepare the raw materials for the products before we even order them. So we always have raw materials in production, which means that the time from placing an order to getting it in the air, because we don't have time to wait for sea, is greatly reduced. So that's something, again, things we're putting in place to prevent running out of stock, which is better for consumers, really. Affiliates, we're starting to work with a lot more affiliates. People are always reaching out to us that they want to like promote our products and kind of like test our products and all this kind of stuff. Originally, we would have just taken everyone like, yeah, you want it? Yeah, great, we'll send it. But now we're being a little bit more specific. We've put together so like plans, like as in like, this is what we need. And so we'll give you this, but we need this in return, and so forth. So we're kind of enhancing that, and that's really cool. And it actually brings me on to, we actually want to do a lot more, I suppose, like I've been kind of inspired by like GoPro. When they launched originally, they really targeted the surfing niche. And when they promoted their products, they didn't even show their products in it really. They just showed the actions you do with the product or the environment you're in. And that really, people looked at them like, well, I want to capture the same for me, so I'll buy this product. Likewise, Red Bull, they are a sports drink that doesn't taste very nice, I think. Yet their ads are all about adventure and about like, big like jumps and like really, really action packed. So again, that's what they're kind of connecting with, that kind of that vibe, that feeling. And that's how they do their branding. And I've learned a lot that branding should be like, or an ad should be like 70% brand, 30% product. And maybe that's something we need to do, because we're very much an action sports company. We're very much about empowering our customers. We're very much about their journey. So maybe we should share more of that in our ads and share more of that about in what we're doing. And then people will buy our products on the back end. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So yeah, we want our customers to basically capture more content. That's kind of it. So we're going to be doing more of that. Obviously organic SEO, so we want to get more optimized for SEO on the website, again sharing stuff of value for our customers and people that are browsing the internet. So that's something we're going to look at in the future, but we haven't just done anything on that quite yet. And likewise, then we have the YouTube channel for Apex series. We have that as well, and I'm just documenting here, but this is more kind of raw business stuff, really more so than targeted towards our customers. But yeah, overall there's just so much happening, like, and then there's like trying to understand all our metrics, and like, I'm optimizing the website, and actually that's what I wanted to share with you. I've started using Claude Code that's linked with GitHub, which is linked to our Shopify store, and like I'm doing like, it's called vibe coding, I think, but I am literally like coding things into the website that I never thought would be this easy. Like years ago, a year or two ago, you would have paid someone like 2,000 or 3,000 like pounds or euro to do what I've just done, which is basically it's basically making a funnel on Shopify with just a bit of prompts. And so that's what I'm building into it now. And obviously I'm optimizing for mobile, because that's something I've noticed from the data, that we're not as well optimized in that as we should be. So that's stuff I'm doing. And starting to help people do this as well. I kind of wanted something that if someone's listened to this and they were interested in actually building a brand that they could, jump on an hour a week and we just help them do it. Because a lot of times, like, you don't need more help. You just need, this is what you need to do. So like, definitely, like, it's funny, I was chatting Alex and we were like, we could literally go now, because from our experience for the last 10 years in like importing products and stuff, we could literally, if someone said, I want to launch a chair brand for an office chair, like, we'd actually know what to do. We know all the different pieces of the puzzle to put it together and get them launched and get them making sales. And then from there, it just kind of snowballs. So we're kind of helping people on a small scale that want to do that, but not really. Like, we're so busy with Apex. Like, it's kind of like we need people that are like, do this and they go do it. Not people that need everything done for them, because that's not what we're looking for. But if you're interested, put a comment down below or whatever. I have no link. At the moment, it's all very relaxed. But yeah, all right, guys, take care and hope you enjoyed that. That's everything. Well, that's some of what's going on in Apex.